welcome Jyotsna Fishkarma, who is the RTD Chief Engineer. Jyotsna has worked in community development, consulting, and various RTD roles. She has 30 plus years of work experience. Her divisions include working on project development, setting up all expansions, modifications, and major repairs in the district's rail and bus infrastructure and facilities. Her focus is delivering on RTD's infrastructure related needs and interface with adjacent projects and maintaining a state of good repair. Welcome, Jyotsna.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate the opportunity to be here and talk about some of our upcoming projects. We do have quite a few projects coming out for solicitation, and I will go into an overview of what those are. Uh, am, am I muted?
We still can hear you pretty good. You can just go and arrow down.
PowerPoint seems to be stuck. Okay, we might have to start over. Okay, here we go. So sorry about that. Learning nuances of the technology. So our upcoming solicitations can be divided into two buckets. One is construction and the other are for professional services. So on the construction side, this year we plan to solicit for on-call construction, for on-call street improvements, a number of state of good repair projects, possibly building a couple of elevators, and then some work on park and rides. And on the professional services side, we will be looking to procure on-call architectural and engineering services. And a major effort for us is the Northwest Rail peak service study, which is dollar-wise a bigger contract. So we do have a spreadsheet that provides some additional details. We will be sharing the spreadsheet. So I wanted to go into some detail on what these solicitations may look like. So the on-call construction contract is a mechanism we use to enable smaller types of construction projects. Small is relative. I know what is small to one person may be big to another. So how this contract works is that we would be looking to award or to select 3 or 4 contractors to be our on-call contractors. We will have an initial 1-year contract with a number of options. These will be work order based, so as a need comes up, we would negotiate with the contractor as to what it might take to do the work. And this can cover emergency work, state of good repair, retrofits, or new construction. And our current thinking is that these work orders may range from about $10,000 to $1.5 million. It all depends on the scope of the project and what the funding is allocated to. So the funding for these projects is really driven by how the RTD board and management chooses to prioritize projects, but it is a great start to working for RTD. So we do a number of rail replacements each year. As an example, this kind of a work of project has typically been done through our on-call construction contracts. So it's a pretty good multi-year potential contract. The other big thing we have is our street improvements and ancillary infrastructure repair. This again is likely to be structured as a 1-year contract with 2 1-year options. RTD has 10,000 bus stops approximately, and we work with local jurisdictions and other parties on sidewalks. There are ADA requirements. Things break, they need to be repaired. So curb and gutter, inlets, shelters. We do get motorists who sometimes veer off their path and take down shelters. So that's what this particular contract would be about. We have a couple of small asphalt improvements coming up. These are 2 park and rides, just repairing cracks, etc. We will have a concrete repair contract, US 36 at McCaslin and US 36 in Flatirons. This is mostly concrete repairs in the pedestrian walkway, some steps, sidewalks. We have paving damage in the bus lane, and then minor tree removal and irrigation work. So, and then the professional services contract for architectural and engineering will be mostly interior to facilities, doing a variety of repair and replacement work. We are a major industrial shop. We have machinery. We need people to work on vehicles, inside, outside, underneath, lots of moving parts, and all these need repairs and replacements. The big study effort this year is for us is the Northwest Rail. Uh, this is a project of Fast Tracks, which is our voter-approved plan to expand transit in the region. We have studied this last year in 2010 and 2014. The project has changed since we last studied it, and we will be looking at studying standing up a peak service, which is 3 trains in the morning and 3 trains in the evening on weekdays. A lot of study and analysis and community outreach that is part of the study. So with that, I will turn it over to Alexis Serrano, who is our small business officer, to explain how to work with RTD. Alexis?
Thank you, Justna. Appreciate it. And once again, thank you for the invitation on the GM's meeting. So one thing that we wanted to remind you guys is that we have a business center where you can look for current and upcoming opportunities. And here are pretty much the procurement web address that you can look for. And you also will have more details about our DB and SBE program. And that's the second link that is shown here. And project coordination, which is related with the projects that Justna was referring to. There is another link that you can have more information about it. My recommendation for you is just to go in a weekly basis. We also have small opportunities related with painting, printing, landscaping, photography, strategic planning, HR consulting, communication. We have plenty of different projects that just go out and then we give the opportunity to either small, medium, or large companies to bid on those opportunities. Once again, thank you for the invitation and see you.